Welcome to our kitchen. A lot of people have been asking us how to prep their protein, and today we are out of protein. So I'm going to show you how I cook our chicken tenderloins and our ground turkey as two of our proteins for the next couple of days. So first, we're gonna take our boneless, skinless chicken tenderloins that I got from Costco. And I already cooked half the bag a couple days ago. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and just take the rest of the bag and pour it into this pot since we're gonna boil them. So this seems like a lot of chicken tenderloins, but trust me, once they cook, they shrink, and they're easier to cut up and put into Tupperware and measure. So this is how I cook my chicken tenderloins every week. So I fill up the water pretty much to cover as much chicken as I can, which is pretty high. And I set it back on the stove, and I set it on high. I always get confused and switch the wrong one. Set it on high, and I pretty much just wait till it starts to get to a boil, then I turn the fan on. And this usually takes about 35 to 40 minutes, and I always check to make sure that my chicken is cooked all the way before I take them out to dry. So while the chicken is cooking, it's always best to do like two things at one time, so you're not wasting time waiting for one thing to get done. So then I cook my fresh ground turkey, which is 93% lean and 7% fat. And this cooks actually pretty fast. All right, so now we have our ground turkey. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and turn on the pan to medium high and pop our turkey up in the pan and let it start to cook. So what do you season your meat with? I use Mrs. Dash. Mrs. Dash everything. Okay, as you can see, I used to have more, but I used them all. So these are the 4 that I use. And I usually just dazzle, sprinkle a bunch of different ones on my ground turkey. There's no sodium in any of these, are all salt-free, so it's just nice to mix it up and have different flavors. So I go ahead and just sprinkle on a little bit of Southwest Chipotle, a little bit of triple blend, okay, onion and herb, and just the original. And I got this at Costco also. It's awesome because it lasts a long time. And this may seem like a lot of seasoning, but by the time you cook it and mash it all together, it mixes perfectly. So, and then the best thing about making ground turkey and chicken is there's so many different variations that you can make. So basically I can make, like in the morning for breakfast, I'll weigh out 2 ounces of turkey and mix it in with my eggs and make like an omelet. Sometimes I put it on salad. It's great to basically combine with any vegetables like broccoli, green beans, asparagus. Those are like my top 3 veggies. And if you don't have enough time and you're just walking out the door and all you need is like a salad, you can easily pop it on a salad. You can easily eat it by itself. And that's the same with chicken. So that's why these are my favorite proteins. And we also make like tacos. You can make like healthy ground turkey tacos, and you can also make like lettuce wraps. Just buy romaine lettuce and make lettuce wraps with ground turkey. All right, so it looks like our turkey is just about done, and we're waiting for our chicken to get to a boil. And so don't forget, when you're cooking your ground turkey, I like to drain the oil from it, so I just take the lid and basically drain it in the sink, just to make sure to get all the excess fat off of it. And so we pretty much have this turkey cooked. And if you're wondering what that noise is, that's Ranger and his bone. He's chewing away. He likes to follow us, especially if we're cooking in the kitchen. So we'll let this cool off for a tad bit before we start to weigh our ground turkey into some Tupperwares. So basically what I do is I take a Tupperware that I want to put my meat in. And basically I set it on top, turn my scale on, make sure that it is labeled ounces. And I always, with my ground turkey, I always measure 4 ounces because usually that's the general staple of what I want to eat for my protein. So 4 ounces is about 160 calories and 22 grams of protein. I usually just take any type of measuring spoon and take a scoop and pop it into my Tupperware until I get to about 4 ounces. And this is usually where I let my meat cool off in the Tupperwares, and I usually just let them sit on the counters. So almost there, we have about 2 more ounces left. Pop a little bit. There we go. And so what I do is I usually just set it right on top of the lid, let it cool, and I do a couple. I basically do all my turkey in Tupperware. So I turn it back off. Otherwise, if I leave my scale on and I put a Tupperware on it, it doesn't weigh accurately. So I just do the same thing for all my turkey. So then it's pretty much ready to go all the time. I can just grab my Tupperware turkey, throw it together with carb, sweet potato, salad, any type of vegetable, and my meal is ready to go. So this is all of our ground turkey that we cooked, measured, weighed into our Tupperwares, and this is basically enough protein that will last us a couple days for a couple meals. And tonight we're gonna go ahead and just take this ground turkey, pair it with some chopped romaine lettuce that I did right before we started cooking the meat, and pair it with my light champagne vinaigrette dressing. And so, you know, it's quick, it's easy, on the go, simple. You know, we're busy people, don't have a lot of time, so this is how I make my life easy. Ready to eat. What are you doing?